This, Ricky, and this is the honest truth. I went in there, and this is in the daytime, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's busy. And I went in there and I swiped it and it said, go see attendant. So I said, screw it. And I went in and got money out. I don't know if I pumped the gas or if I paid him, but anyways, I go to pay him and he's like, I gave him like 20 bucks or 15, whatever it was. And he's like, well, what about the other $35 that you know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, I got $35? And he's like, yeah, you did. And so what happened was, the first time I ever tried to swipe a card, somebody in front of me drove off. Listen, somebody pumped like 35 bucks and drove off, and I pulled in behind him and the pump was still on.
Oh, no,
and I'm
shit.
like, you know my truck? And it was a big, there was 5 people in line, and the guy's accusing me of stealing gas, you know what I mean? And so, these people, they ain't thinking I'm right, they're thinking, look at this loser, you know what I mean? And especially, I got an old truck,
I can see that happening.
It was this big old thing, he's like, I got cameras, like this, and so, anyway, so then I went back out to my truck. I said, well, I'll come back in an hour, you run the camera. So I got to my truck, and I turned it on, and I only got like a quarter tank.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, buddy, if I pumped all this gas, I had more than a quarter tank. I go back in, and there's all these people in line. I said, you want to come see my gas? You know what I mean? And he was like, no, that's okay. Anyways, it was a big old mess, right? So I go back, I said, so I went up and talked to him, and he's like, I got you on camera. I said, well, let's see the camera,
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it'll go on in an hour. So I come back in an hour. The guy's like, nobody's in there, right? I said, let's see the tape. I'm telling you, I did not, pump my gas.
Tito, give me a tissue.
And so he's like, no, that's okay, because they didn't have cameras. You know what I mean? But he's like,